Hey everybody, welcome to my channel Recap with D. If you are enjoying my content, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Also, if you have been following my channel, you know I have been keeping up with Kandi and the Gang. So this is a review on episode 2. Let's get right into it. Patrick, if you have been watching the show, is Kandi's relative. He also works at the restaurant OLG. He is the parking attendant. Patrick takes the cake from Brandon because I know I said Brandon seems spaced out, but Patrick, he seems like he's on the elevator, but there's just not enough buttons in there to get him halfway to the top. I think that people are giving him way too much credit for his looks. And I'm not saying he's a bad looking dude. He's not a bad looking dude. He's not ugly at all. But if you just adjust the human eyes just a little bit and you zoom in, you would notice there's a whole lot of bumps on his face. And that's just something I just could never get with. The bumps all over the face. And it ain't all razor bumps. It's giving me more of, unclean pillowcases and sheets maybe. And also I've discovered in the last year or so that not everybody washes or replace their pillows. You got to wash your pillows. Maybe that'll help. But it's okay. He can do a little cleanse, maybe follow up with an exfoliation. That might help. I don't know. Patrick is he's just not my cup of tea. So everybody praising him as if he's just this good looking fine man that's just, everybody's just obsessing over him. I pay attention to detail. And that's just something that I noticed. Another thing that I had noticed is that I think that he slobs a little bit on the side of his mouth. But my eyes might have been deceiving me because they do that sometimes. But I know my eyes were not deceiving me when I had noticed one of his ears is bigger than the other. But I'm going to leave Patrick alone. He doesn't deserve that. He seems like he has a kind heart. And I'm going to leave it at that. Now, Melvin is another one of Kandi's relative. He works at OLG. He is the cook. He seems like a very sweet guy. He is really, he's just a big old teddy bear. And honestly, I just want to give him a hug one good time. Just once. He seems real smooth, real laid back, real lovable. I could tell he loves what he does. He loves cooking. He is very genuine. Seems like he loves the restaurant, loves working with everybody. The relationship he has with his grandmother, Aunt Bertha, is beautiful. Everybody needs that relationship with their grandmothers. Everybody. He works very hard. I think that he needs a break. There needs to be some type of balance. Your whole life can't be centered around OLG. That's just what it seems like on the show. I get it. Family is family. Loyalty is everything. And if it's paying the bills, then hey, why not? But it does look like they are overworking him. But I'm just going to leave that alone. Moving on. So Dominique and Brandon, they went on a little date. The date was cute. This situation with them two, it really makes me cringe. But back to the date. The date was cute. It was boring, but it was cute. Brandon, he seems like a nice guy. I feel like I'm not giving him enough credit. He seems like a nice guy. So I'm going to continue watching and see how things go. I think that this is very unprofessional of him. But hey, it just is what it is. Now, towards the end of the date, or at the end of the day, he came in for a kiss and Dominique mushed him in the face, and I am so happy she did that, honey, because I honestly did not want to see the kiss. I'm proud of her for that. Now that's the Dominique that I know. I don't like that how the show is like making her look like, she's out there, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. She's grown. Moving on. Now Brian, his first day back at OLG, that was a joy to watch. I love me some Brian. I love Brian. I think that Brian is my favorite one on the show. He has taken it all for me by the second episode, and I don't think I'm going to change my decision. So he's my favorite. I love his energy. He came in for his first day back to work, ready to work. He seems very sweet. His heart is very, very pure. He seems like he can adapt to any environment, the way he is with the customers, the way they love him, the way he got jokes for days. And that's the type of people I love. People that can just make a joke out of anything, even serious situations. He just kind of just brushed it off with a joke, here and there. He had a little run-in with, Philip. Philip is an asshole, like Brian said. But before Brian said it, I said it out loud while I was watching the show. I think that, Philip, he literally came out the woodworks, just being rude and shady towards Brian. I did not like that at all. But he did mention how, he heard Brian from before and how, he, I guess, didn't really get things done. I don't like that because he came with that judging energy. He don't know what the situation really was before, and to judge Brian coming in the door then and not really giving him a chance to adapt. At the end of the day, I don't know. I don't like Philip. I don't. Just as a person, it just says a lot about him. How he has all these run-ins with everybody. There's always an issue. He does not know how to talk to people. They did feature his boyfriend on the show, Felipe. Philip and Felipe. I don't know if I could date somebody with their name so close to mine, but his boyfriend is cute. His boyfriend is very cute. I did not know Philip had a heart, because he just seems like he's just so stiff, and it's just emotions are just not there for him. I did enjoy seeing that segment with him and his boyfriend. It's good to see that he has someone by his side, but his boyfriend seems like he just doesn't have a backbone. He's very laid back. He's very calm. He's the perfect match for Philip, because I can't see Philip being with a man that will put him in his place, honestly, because Felipe was just agreeing with everything Philip was saying when he was talking about OLG and the customers, and the other team members. Anyway, moving on. The team met up. They had dinner. Everybody, pretty much was, having a discussion on OLG, and they were catching up. Now, I do want to start by saying Patrick was sitting at the table, but he really wasn't there. And I'm going to leave it at that. Everybody started talking bad about OLG, mainly Chandrika. But they had some things to say. Patrick had an issue with it. I don't like how he did not speak up. I don't like how he had an issue with it. He should have shut it down right then and there. I don't like how they felt so comfortable to be able to talk about, OLG right in front of him, knowing that, come on now, that's family. And he went back and told Kandi, rightfully so, but I definitely would have loved to see him step up to the plate. Now, as far as the points that they made some very valid points. They talked about, Chandrika and her making a wage that nobody can really make a decent living off of. However, bearing in mind, she is just a greeter. Notice they didn't discuss what everybody else was getting paid, or maybe I missed it. Moving on. Kim and Mama Joyce. Kim is Aunt Bertha's daughter. Kim and Mama Joyce had a little run-in at the restaurant, going back and forth about, Mama Joyce said something about this is her effing restaurant and it's her effing kitchen. Kim switched it up. I don't think she know what Mama Joyce really said. I think things just blew out of proportion. It's just a little misunderstanding. Then everybody was just started cussing. It went left. Everybody was just cussing. Mama Joyce had to repeat it several times. I think Aunt Bertha just wanted everybody to stop cursing. And then I don't know what the hell got into Aunt Nora. That situation with Aunt Nora, she ain't nothing to be played with. And the way she was sitting there after that blow up, she reminded me of myself, honestly. Like, she really had to collect her thoughts and calm herself down. I understand that look like I can't just, after I done got riled up, I can't just move on like that. But I have concluded that any drama with this family can be halted with some chicken. I like that. Because in my family, they're not going to do that. They're going to fix the plate. They're going to fix their to-go plate and cuss your ass out on the way out the door. So I did enjoy seeing. I loved how, I was laughing. I loved how everything just stopped when it was time to eat the chicken. They was hungry. Moving on. Torin, it's his first day back. He comes back. He's ready to work. I do not like that whole interaction that he had with Philip. Philip is arrogant. Like Torin said, he is very arrogant. That was the best word for it. That whole situation seems like Philip wanted Torin to acknowledge him when he walked in a certain way, I guess, because he did say hello. He The look on Philip's face, he don't like nobody. Honestly, I think he just don't like anybody. He gives me short man syndrome, but he's tall, so it's kind of confusing. So I'm thinking more like narcissist. I think that, just in my opinion, Philip is a narcissist. He's giving narcissistic traits. Then he tells Torin to stay in his lane and just think about events. And I just think that was very disrespectful. He also told him he's not getting paid to think or something. You don't say stuff like that to people when you are higher up in the chain of command. I think Philip he's such a lady. He just can't keep his emotions intact. It's okay. But Torin gave him exactly the trouble he was looking for. And I loved it. And yes, I did rewind it and I watched it again because I loved seeing somebody put him in his place. That was the best ending to Kandi and the Gang episode 2, and that is my review. See you all in the next video.